Like I'm all about uplifting to me the black woman, only because without the black woman there is no black man. So
somebody better say
I try to make sure that foundation is solid. And
What's up, everybody? I'm Brittany Ringo.
I'm Delana Shoemaker.
I'm Derica Clark.
Tori Chester.
I'm Dariana Jordan, and we have Avory Lamar with us.
okay.
Girl talk. So today's topic we're going to be talking about confidence in the competitive industry. A lot of times in the industry that Avory is in, even this industry, any industry with art, there is a lot of competition. And we want to just talk about how confident you should be and how you should carry yourself. So stay tuned for the news. Avory, how do you cope with competition? Like, how do you cope with the competition out here?
I think the only reason or the only way there is competition is when you're following someone. With the industry, with makeup, with fashion, with modeling, all those people have set themselves apart by being themselves. So your Beyonce's, your Jay-Z's, they're different. So that's what's setting them out. You know, that to me that's where the competition stops. I'm the type of person where I had to kind of develop my own style. You know, I took from everybody else and just kind of developed my own. So I made my own lane. I'm compared to people, but I mean, compared and actually saying like, yeah, you're that person, it's totally different thing. So I don't really see competition in that way. Because you have to find out what is your niche, you know what I'm saying, or what sets you apart from the next stylist. I'm very personal, so I like to get to know my people, and you know, so that sets me apart. So I don't really have I compete with myself. That's what I compete with.
What Cardi B said?
What she say? Because I don't have an album.
What she say? I'm competing with myself.
Yeah, that's
no competition. I'm competing with myself.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Just a better you.
I don't know.
That's what she said.
Each day, just a better you. You know what I'm saying?
I like her and I do listen to her music, but I don't know a word for her.
I don't know.
Girl, I know every word. It's a little sad, but I'll be bumping. Okay. So I just want to say, like, cause I'm pretty sure you get like a lot of negative feedback and just people just hating. How do you deal with the hate? How do you deal with the the feedback? And do you let it affect you? Do you make it make you go further? What do you do?
I kind of use it as a stool, as a stepping stool. So converting all that into just positive energy. I mean, you can't please everybody.
Right.
So I mean, once you realize that, that's it. Like I mean, you're not to please everybody. You're to please the people that's following you, that believe in your work, and you just go from there. Like I don't really have I don't experience a lot of hate. You know, I really don't. I try to make sure I'm helping people.
Right.
And within that, you still find out that people are still not pleased.
Never gonna
so
be that.
it's just do as much as you can and to satisfy yourself as being humble and put yourself and move on from it, because the longer you dwell on that, it'll take you down.
Yeah, absolutely. It starts to set in, you get bitter, and you
yes. So it's a little hard with the the small town and the going into the bigger cities. Traveling to the bigger cities, you're not looked at as much as you are in your home.
In your home,
so,
I agree with
hometown, stay to myself.
Right.
That way it's no confusion and no mess. So.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes. Well, like he said at the beginning, I really don't see a lot of competition. Now, don't get me wrong. They can do hair, like they can, but
I'm also a makeup artist, so I have a little bit of, three the hard way. So I do a lot with that industry. So a lot of people are still one track, and that sets me apart too. So
exactly.
I mean, it's competition, but it's to me it's healthy competition.
And confidence in yourself.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference between somebody trying to steal your light or it's just different. Like I don't.
Do you feel okay? You know how you in your zone. Do you feel like I'm not even focusing on the competition because I'm so focused on Avory Lamar.
Right.
Like, you know, how do you?
Yeah, I mean I'm human, so
Yeah.
every now and then, you know, I see something. Like for years, I stopped watching award shows and a lot of the reality TV. I stopped watching it because I felt like I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be at the time that I wanted to.
I get what you're saying.
So it irritated me. It wasn't local though. That's out in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's competing with yourself. You know, you feel like you're not putting your all into it. You're not where you want to be. So I stopped watching it. I stopped doing it. And then one day I was like, you know what? Time is in. That's what it is. It's all about time. You know. So even with you know my hairline and working with. The few little celebrities that I did work with, they came in time. It came in with, you know, I didn't really have to work too hard for it. I just had to keep being myself and showing my talent, and those doors open. So, yeah.
But even in your own town, you don't have to compare or compete. It's room for everybody, like you say. And with that, it shouldn't be compare compete. It's like we should work together. Everybody got to think what you got and what I got. It's just like when I make a cake. You might got the flour, I might got the eggs, you might got the milk, but we mix it together and everybody gonna have their own flavor.
Everybody gonna eat it.
You know what I'm saying? So I might not do hair like you might not do hair and makeup like me, but I can learn from you.
Exactly.
So that's the thing about it. It should be like we compare, we compete, or who do it the best. You doing it the best the way you know how to do it. I'm gonna do it the best way I know how to do it. So that's what makes you great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people don't look at it in that light. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I looked at everything. Like I like the people that I've worked with, I love teaching the stuff that I learned. I mean, you're gonna still be you, and I'm still gonna be me.
That's right.
It's okay, you know. And I honestly, that's why I've been so blessed in my career.
That's why
I don't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? I just want to help. I want all this to be great. So
a lot of times,
I know it's a couple shops you need to go slide through.
Okay.
And help them out.
Okay.
Slide on through. Bless it, Lord.
With you being focused on yourself, you know, with you being focused on yourself, that's very fine. You saying that, you know, your competition is within yourself. I mean, have you ever dealt with someone, okay, now that's been following you? Like, you know, I'm Avory now and I'm better. So how do you deal with that? Because there's always someone who can do it better. And if you know, see that, I mean, has that ever happened? Or, you know?
Well, the last part of that conversation, personality takes a lot of that away.
Okay.
You do have people that are comparing themselves to me or things like that, but then that's where my personality has to kick in, because you definitely can't be me. You know, so. But yes, I'm not trying to say too much, but I've taught, and I've actually, to be honest, I've seen people go past me. Okay. And that is, you know, that's within yourself. You know, it's like, and it also lets me know it's timing. It is okay. You know, it is okay. So I had to tell that. I helped a young man out with his just, you know, his beginning, and I watched how a lot of stuff just skyrocketed for him, and it took me out, you know, for a little while. And I mean, it took me out. I was at church and couldn't even enjoy the service because my mind was, devil was busy. You know, I just felt like it was just so much.
Yeah.
Look, he passing you up. You know what I'm saying? And you talk that. And I had to be like, you know what? It's timing. You know, and if I help them do what hopefully maybe one day gonna reach back and be like, hey, I need you on this project. I had to look at it in a different way, because me feeding that negative, it was just gonna get bigger and bigger. And then I don't know where that would have got me. So it took a while. Like I said, I'm human. It does happen. I just feel like I allow myself, I started this new rule with myself when I was upset. I will allow myself 30 minutes to cuss out, throw, anything I wanted to do within those 30 minutes. Once that's done, you have to throw it away. Like not dwell no longer. I'm down to about 10 minutes now. You know what I'm saying? I had to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best advice to give everybody, even in competition world. Give yourself that time to beat yourself up. Do whatever you have to do, but let it go. A lot of people don't let go. They hold on to it. Yeah, they hold on to it. So that's life, that's competition, that's hair, that's makeup, that's anything. So
and I always thinking of it this way. Just because it's a competitive industry and just because it's competition out there doesn't mean that I'm competing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It is a competitive industry, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're competing. You know what I'm saying? Those people who like you, they gonna put you in that competition. Exactly. But that don't mean that I'm on that. I'm just doing me.
And that's cool. That's cool. So I I know that you said you only spend 30 minutes, you know, beating yourself up on it. When you in that, you know, final moment of closure, did you ever think like, okay, you know what? I'm spending too much time on other people. That time could have been spent to myself.
No, because that 30 minutes is my time. Like, I have to allow that to happen. I'm human, and I think if you walk around thinking letting nothing get to you, one day you're going to crack. You have to allow that to happen. Yeah, you gotta allow that to happen.
Human being.
I come from a religious background. My whole family is in the church, but it still starts with yourself. A lot of people, you know, they try to force that on you, and I'm like, that person has to want to receive that.
Yes.
So no matter what it is, whether it's a religion, whether it's a job, they have to want it.
Yeah.
So that's why I started first, and then I was able to actually receive all the stuff that I've been taught all my life. You know, it didn't make sense when I was growing up. You know, give it to God. And I'm like, who is that again? I haven't seen him. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't make sense. So I got older and I needed it. You know, and then it just all clicks. So a lot of that is my family. Like, a lot of that backbone stuff definitely came from my family.
Because I know your mom be like that in everything.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
She's the mom. I love her.
Yes,
so
like Mama Jo.
So
Are you saying like, okay, you know how we all feel like we just have to be strong.
I was going there too.
Right.
You have to be strong. Are you saying it's okay to have your weak moment? Not saying that you're a weak individual, but just like it's okay to be hurt sometimes so you can grow.
That's the strength.
Yeah.
Strength is allowing yourself to get down to that level.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's part of your strength.
It is.
Acting like nothing happened to you, that's not strong.
No, it's
That's
not.
fake.
It is.
That's why sometimes you do it cause anger and it causes resentment. But
And confusion.
Yes, even when you came back to say that, when you was saying
They are
that maybe one
completely
day that they'll come back and help. I never look for nobody to come back and help because, like I said, it was meant for me to help you.
To help you.
And I'm glad you got this. So now my stepping stone won't be just as even greater because if yours is great, mine is even greater. You know what I'm saying? So that's even that's even a great mindset to have. And I like what you said, even with the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yourself
Allowing yourself to, it's okay
And
to.
I want to piggyback. I feel like you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
What you sowing in,
Whether it's
you're
good
gonna,
or bad.
you're gonna get it back.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it back.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
and it
And
might
that's-
be.
Good.
Yeah. Right? Because I believe I'm on my, fourth show. So, I mean,
Let's talk about it. So, Avory Lamar, you have your hair show. You do an annual hair show
yes,
every
for the
year.
area. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
The hair show started just a whim. I wanted to do something for the area, and as it started unfolding, I noticed that it was needed.
Okay.
Like showcasing and thanking the stylists. Competition, I took that out because I, like we just was talking about, I'm not a person that's competing with anybody.
Exactly.
I just want to be like, keep going, girl. Ooh, that last slay you did, that was, awesome. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted everybody to know that it's okay to congratulate the next person.
Right.
It's not gonna dim your light. It's not gonna stop your shine.
Say that again.
None of that. It's
Yes.
okay. And
Yes.
we give out trophies every year to the different stylists that I see struggling. Not struggling, but just out there doing their thing. Not struggling. That's not thing. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle to keep your clientele. Yes, it's a struggle to keep your clientele and to stay on top of everything.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It was definitely not.
Okay.
It ain't no joke. Because I mean, to me, on this side, pleasing women. I mean, that can get kind of hard,
It
you know.
is.
And then if you spoil them like I do, they don't. Yes, it's a lot. So I wanted people to know that I see you. You know what I'm saying? And pat me on my back. You know.
Right.
So that's the reason why we started the show. And plus with me dancing and my hairline and just everything. I just wanted to showcase everything. And Addicted is a movement. It's about that. It is about being addicted to whatever life got for you in your drink.
Right,
Not drugs or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But just,
Right.
being addicted to your drink.
Yes.
We're not talking about that type of addiction.
There,
Right.
Get some shirts. There.
Right. So addicted is basically that. It is showcasing somebody, that you are supporting, or makeup artists, hairstylists, anything. Fashion, we have people that design all my costumes locally. I just pull back from different people, and I always tell the story of one of my models. One of my models that I pulled onto the floor was a friend of mine in high school. She married young, right when we got out, and they had a courthouse wedding.
Okay.
And my sister had a wedding dress, and we were about to box it up and put it up. And I had an inspiration. I said, hey, do you think you can rock this dress? And she said, yeah. So she's stepping into the dress, y'all, and as she's talking, she's like, I've never had one of these on. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, take it off. Because I'm like, I don't want to spoil that moment. I said, but are you married? She's like, yeah, I got married out of high school. She's like, but we did a courthouse. So I was like, so your husband's never seen you in a wedding dress. Not only was it a wedding dress, it was Vera Wang. So when that's how I am. So when you see people out there for the Addicted Show, that's part of my production. It's a story behind everything.
Right.
I like to uplift people as they go, you know. So we made sure was able to see her and see her in that wedding dress, and it was one of those moments to where it's just
Beautiful.
like not just a hair show moment, but like
It was really
like you know what I'm saying, like tear, you know. So it was really good. You know, I had models go through a lot of stuff in life and still get on that platform. So that's what it's about. Like I'm all about uplifting, to me, the black woman, only because without the black woman there is no black man. So
somebody better say
I try to
something
make
up
sure
in
that foundation is solid. And if I can do that through hair and makeup, then so be it.
So when is your hair show?
The hair show is May 20th at the Majestic Theater in Kankakee, Illinois. This is our second year with them.
Okay.
Like I said, this is the 4th year of the hair show. We sell out every year.
Yes.
I
Right.
want to thank like my hometown for that, because
Yes.
I once was told if you can't gain your hometown, you can't gain nothing, like the world or anything.
You're
Only
right.
because
You're
these
right.
people have
That's
seen
the
you.
truth.
They see you at Walmart. They see you. They went to school with you, and you want me to pay $30 to see what? Like, you know what I'm saying? So for them to be there and supportive, it's crazy. Like I cry every year.
Oh, you do.
Like I get so emotional because I mean you don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, no, you know, and I do have those. But
They missing out.
You know.
Y'all missing out. I'm telling y'all, you're missing out.
we still do have tickets available. So yeah.
Do you think, like, you know, to piggyback off of gaining your hometown support, okay, like that's my first goal, but do you think that your home, like, you know, that stemmed off the hometown culture? Because I mean, we all come from the same community. In my perception, this is just only me. Our community pretty much is followers. You know, if they see, okay, I see somebody and she's coming up and stuff like that, I'm not really rocking with it. But when they get big recognition from other people outside of the community, then everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and say, oh yeah, I like this person. I knew them back when we were bus free, you know, in elementary school. So.
Well, we started from like scratch. Like so, I felt like if you didn't want to support, they wouldn't support the first day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't coming from nowhere. It was just like, let me tell y'all, when we first did the hair show, our tickets were raffle tickets, and I ordered a stamp to stamp on the raffle ticket, and that was it. It didn't have nothing on it. It didn't have no date. It didn't tell you what was going on. It was word of mouth, and we sold 296 tickets that way. So and that was our venue, and I think we got up to like 460.
Okay.
So that let me know that it was needed and it was wanted.
Okay.
So that was my like, I don't know, like my letting me know that to go forth and do it. So I didn't have nothing to back me up. I didn't have nobody talking highly of me in that light. It was just like, it was so raw, and it just built from there. So I think something that's built from like right there, nobody's gonna be able to tear that down.
You start from the bottom.
It's my talent. It's me.
Exactly.
It's so raw.
Yeah.
You can't copy it.
X-rated.
This year it's rated R. So we bring it every year. We grow every year. First year we didn't even have lighting, you know. So we grow every year, And a lot of people ask me, why do we go from a 500 people venue to 300? Because I want to be more personal. Last year we gave out bottles of wine, Michael Kors earrings, authentic. You know, just things that I wanted to give back. We do that through the whole show. It's definitely it's about the addicted movement, but it's not about me. It's definitely about everybody that's in our community. That's the reason why I haven't took it nowhere. It's for us.
Makes sense.
And if anybody, and I have people that fly in, so we do have people that's out of town that fly in. So.
Question: who and what was your first hairdo like before you
I wish we could have a picture that could pop up on the screen of it.
My sister was my guinea pig. So.
Aww.
Yeah. So I know I'm emotional only because that's all I've had was my family. So being a gay black male, you know, it was a lot of a lot of looks and stares and words and stuff. So, but my home has always been strong. So, even when she didn't want to sit down, my mom made her sit down. My first hairstyle was a French roll. It was big as.
Oh yeah.
It was so big, and it was done. It was like, go girl. And she was walking and going back. I'm like, I know it's heavy, baby, but you all right, you go for it. You know, but that was my first thing. I was laying French rolls like what nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just kind of went into other stuff. So yeah, like I said, that's my baby. That's basically who gave me my who gave me my first. That was it, my family. So
That's so.
yeah, that was important, and I think that's what gave me my strength. Like you know that support, my mom. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
need
those kids out there that is and I was that kid that was playing with the Barbie doll. You know, and nowadays the men of the family throw it away. Monitor it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it away because you don't know what you're entertaining. I didn't play with the doll. All I did was play with the hair. I was actually popping the head off of the doll. I didn't really care for the doll. I needed the hair. So my mom just kept feeding that. You know, she bought me mannequin heads. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's step this up. I don't need you playing with the doll. Let's step it up. So that didn't work. I still was me. You know, but it helped. And she never shunned it. She never was ashamed of me and anything. So I just was ready to take over the world. Like, okay, so let's go. So
Yes. So you always had a passion, for doing hair.
yeah, yes.
You never seen yourself doing anything else?
I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I found out the schooling, and then and then I mean like far as like decorating, I've done houses, weddings, and things like that. I think that's all in the same boat.
He did my makeup for my wedding, y'all.
Yes, he did.
So like it's
he did.
anything that does with fashion and beauty, creativity. I've crafted. I've done a lot of stuff. So now I'm getting into making up my own units and my wig units and stuff like that. So it's
you have to continue.
It's been I don't know nothing else. I've never done factory work. I tried out to work for McDonald's. They wouldn't hire me. I can't wait till I get way up on the business. I'm gonna own a couple of those. But, my cousins were getting jobs. In school when we had the work permit and stuff, and I couldn't get a job. So I started doing hair, and it just started going from there. I remember one time I was doing a relaxer for the first time, and she was like, "Have you ever done one?" Girl. And I didn't know what I was doing. It worked out. It was very weak. But I'd rather be weak than strong. So and I've had my ups and downs. I've had a girl that I did color on, and I told her, I said, nah, they teach us not, these chemicals can't mix. But she's like, I just need you to perm this. I know you probably did
she didn't.
And clean off. Tina Turner moment.
That was her. That was
and but at the same time, I'm her stylist.
Yeah,
so I felt like that's how I am now. I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And you can go to somebody else, but that's my name, and I'm very passionate about what I do.
Your name is
that
important.
Stopped me.
Yes.
After that happened, that stopped me, and I stopped doing hair for maybe about, I would say at least about 3-4 months.
Okay.
Because I felt like I had let myself down and her.
Okay.
So
took it very personal.
yeah, I took it very personal. So it let me know what kind of stylist I was.
Yeah.
So.
What would you say to somebody that's trying to keep their confidence, that's trying to strive for greatness? What would you tell them? Like, what would you
In this competitive
industry?
Remain you.
Yes.
Take in other things or whatever, but always do you, because do you. Be original, because that's what makes the celebrities. Let's make a star. Is being original. You guys are up here as a panel because each one of y'all are individual.
Right.
So and it works. You know what I'm saying? If all y'all was dressed the same and all y'all was the same, I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the fact that everybody is different, and even like they said, the Addicted show, everybody is different.
Right.
Everybody's different. So. And I like to, elaborate on that. I did the bracelets. I think one year each bracelet was different. We did that for everybody at the show, and everybody, all the bracelets were beautiful. But I wanted them to see that they were individual.
Yeah.
So I'm very. I take everything to consideration. Like, I want people to know that it's an experience and not just a hair show. That's what I kept getting.
It most definitely is an experience.
It's an
experience.
experience.
It's a good. You never been?
You have.
So you're a virgin.
Yes.
I
Girl.
hair show.
Off
Yeah.
the show.
I can't wait. I will be there.
Listen,
this year,
you
though.
know
I
it's a
will
good
be.
show when you got the old folk sitting in the front row, and his sister was out there in a thong, classy thong, dancing.
It was nice.
It was classy. It was. She did an awesome job.
did
But
her thing.
She did a rendition of
Tiana Taylor's.
Oh yeah, on the Kanye video.
Kanye,
recreated
yeah.
it.
And he had the old folk in the front row, and they just chilling.
And they there.
Wow.
There, I said, enjoying the show. I'm like, you know, it's good because most people, old folks, be like, honey, babe,
Wow.
but
he warns you.
Yeah.
Let me warn y'all.
Right. It is a
Listen.
show. My music is never cut. I feel
Right.
like being in your element is very raw. And I also say that if a music tainting your raw, it ain't the music.
It's you.
It's
Either
you.
way.
Okay.
Now, when you grow, you're gonna automatically put yourself apart from that, and that's
Exactly.
fine.
Exactly.
My grandmother is my biggest supporter, but because she is such a leader in the Christian community, she don't wanna make it foggy. She don't want you to not know what's going on.
Right.
So she says, I support you. I support my son, my grandson. If anybody asks us that, but I don't want to be there no more. And that's fine. Like, that's okay. I think I got a lot of backslash for that. People was asking me like, well, who can come? Anybody can come.
Right.
And that's
Are you
what
ready for
anybody.
it?
All right. It's a show. When you go see Denzel Washington on TV, you don't say, now let me call him and ask him what's going on in these scenes now, because I don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be entertained.
You do check the previews because I ain't
You check
popping
the
up.
previews
If
now.
it's X-rated,
You're right.
I don't see it.
Right.
You ain't see the nudity.
Exactly. and that's the preference. That's good. But I always do everything in very, very tasteful manner.
yes, it's very.
I don't like it to
tasteful.
look raunchy.
Yeah.
Now, being that we have other stylists this year that I've never worked with, I've never seen them work, I don't know what they're going to put on stage. So,
But they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Hair shows get wretched.
yes,
I've been
hair
in many
shows,
of them.
yes.
I'm talking about from Detroit to
Oh,
Atlanta.
yes.
We've been in many hair shows. But
Yes, but I wanted to do a little something different with it. Everybody was kind of bored with the whole runway thing. So what we did was I took a little bit of like Vegas and put on a full show.
I'm gonna have to show twerking. I just want y'all to know.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
Yes. So we'll be in there.
Hey, look, I'm auditioning for the 2020 show.
This year.
It's gonna be hard.
Audition this year.
Now when I put that spotlight on you.
In real life. Look, you don't always work the light.
Wait a minute. Before we go, our host this year is definitely yes, our host this year is Demario Andre.
Yes.
He started hosting, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, and we were his second event. He first did a church event, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna take you into a whole other element. I think you can do it, and he rocked it.
Yeah.
And last year we couldn't get him due to some traveling expenses, but this year we was able to book him. So I'm very excited that not only my friend, but somebody that's passionate about what he does.
Yes, he
be on the
is.
stage. So
Here, fool.
yeah. So if you don't want to see here, at least come see him, because
Yes, because he's
Because
gonna
he's
have
gonna
you
have
guys
very entertaining.
he's gonna cut up. So yeah.
He gonna bring you in.
Yes. Instagram, Avory Lamar. I mean, you addicted to Avory Lamar is my Instagram. Facebook is Avory Lamar. .h is my Facebook, and that is it. I don't do anything else.
Get those tickets.
Yes.
Get those
Yes.
tickets before they sell out, and you want to go.
Send them messages. They'll get you
Right,
tickets.
We get you the plug. We the plug.
We definitely be the plug.
Okay. Yep. That's our time. Everybody, peace.
They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't.